All right. We're live with the Mountain Man.
What can I say? Welcome.
Is that the best possible view you could have? Did you set up for that, or is there a better view around?
No, there's. I'd almost argue like this view over here of like the valley besides the truck is almost cooler, but
I like it.
I'm just next to the plug-in for my truck so I can charge up my laptops.
I like it.
Yeah, no complaints.
All right, Mountain Man, you start today. We only got 10 minutes, so we'll go a little quick.
Yes, open, OPEN. Kind of, I think, top watch today. Will it do it today? It feels like 50-50 as to I think it absolutely can. But I think the more consolidation this has, like one more day, I know Matt's in the same boat there. It's the truth is yesterday was a really big day. However, one thing that makes me lean a little bit more bullish on this is that I think so many people yesterday would have expected this to fall. I know Matt and I certainly were expecting weakness on it. And that day really was like a trap day, a recovery day that no one expected. So the fact that, it was able to do that yesterday, to me, definitely indicates there could be a lot of folks trapped in this, and it could just keep squeezing now that we're gapping up. So just a continuation of that strength, it could lead to a breakout. And I want to be there for it in case it does. So I'll be eyeing dips out of the gates. I wouldn't want to just be buying strength on this. To at least get some kind of a position size, not necessarily going to sit here and say I want to go max size. Because again, I think it would benefit from a couple of days, but the more it consolidates intraday, the more it starts consolidating at breakout levels or higher levels, the better.
Yeah, I just want to add to that. The gap's only like 5% today. I think as long as the gaps are reasonable like this, like we keep going higher. If one day we get a gap that's like 20, 30%, in my opinion, that's probably like the top day. So we're not there yet. I do think it keeps going. And I like this one a lot because it's a bigger company, and this is all about trends, right? Like if you look at yesterday, like the way it moves, it's not sharp, it's not erratic. It trends up, it trends down, sideways, trends up. Like it follows trend lines very, very well because it's a bigger company. So I'm looking to kind of just ride those trends today. I think open is definitely my top watch. Mentioned it yesterday. The gates, I would love, again, some more trappy action. If we were to fail like this 525 level, come back. For me, that's pretty much exactly what I'd be looking for. There's also the scenario of today's the day, it's just going to go. So I'm going to pay attention to it. Regardless, there's some other stocks out there, but open is definitely my top watch.
Yes, very nice. STI, day one gapper. Again, technically started gapping up yesterday after hours, but it's one of our biggest gaps of the morning. Here's again, these ones I don't love because again, it made its really entire move between like 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. This morning. And then it just kind of has gone sideways for like the past few hours. To me, could it get really explosive? Sure. It feels like it's going to be one of those ones that are a little bit maybe tougher to trade. So if it starts opening up, if we start breaking out over pre-market highs and holding, great, I'll consider it. But for me right now, there's that range between, like $7 and $9 that I would not want to see it floating between. I'd want to see it break out of there before I took a trade personally. Matt, I don't know if you have anything to add to there. I want to go over to BTBT.
No, I agree. Big gap. It feels 50-50. I know open's a much more high conviction trade for me. So
now BTBT though, a little bit different. This is our, we kind of call this the 8 a.m. gapper, the post 8 a.m. gapper, where these gap up a little bit later in pre-market, which I like a lot because, I think we were talking about this literally just yesterday. It's largely dependent on the reason for the news. As a matter of fact, what was the news here?
Announce their merger.
It's a merger.
Yeah.
See, but it's not acting like a merger stock. It's not like one of the ones that just shoots straight up and goes sideways. I guess we'll see on this one. Again, generally, a lot of the ones that gap post 8 o'clock in the morning, they just don't have enough time to create a bunch of support and resistance. So it's really kind of at the market's discretion. Sometimes we see those be the best faders. Other times we see those be some of the best runners. I will say it already ran 114%. So I'd be looking for dip and rips on this. I'd want to, speaking of.
Yeah, this one just hit the scanner. I don't see any news on this thing, but
well, yeah, I mean, with the name 707 Cayman Holdings Limited, I don't really think they needed news to run. I just have this weird feeling that something else was going on there.
yeah, that one looks suspicious.
Yeah, definitely suspicious. This is one that I would not probably want to touch on the long side without seeing any actual news. But you know what? I'm glad we got opportunities. BTBD, rather. Again, looking for dips on that, dip and rips. Go over to AIHS. Beautiful consolidation. So like we actually have a nice little trend to work off there. I don't necessarily need to see this through pre-market highs for potential trade. Really kind of between that 350 and 4, I would love to see some consolidation like out of market open in the first 30 minutes. Daily chart.
I believe this is let me double check. I believe this is a Chinese stock.
Yeah, well, I think so too. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but
it is a Chinese stock. Obviously, yesterday we had HWH. We had last week is it IPND? IPDN, which is again a sketchy Chinese stock, which by the way is holding up incredibly well as well. We might break out here today on IPDN, but sketchy Chinese stocks, sketchy Cayman stocks, they're all sketchy. So like they're usually hard to trade. I'm definitely not super convicted on any of those. Then we got UUU, which I think is another Chinese stock that held up all day yesterday. You see I got a line here, basically 630, 640. We get over that, I think definitely could take off. But again, it falls into this category like sketchy Chinese stocks. So I'm just going to lean on the side of caution for all of those. SOGP also falls into this category of sketchy Chinese stocks. But again, we've got, yesterday we broke out, went third day surge to a breakout. 23 is like a crystal clear level. If we get over 23, definitely worth a potential trade. So I'm just kind of letting all the ideas out there. Feel free to take whatever ones you like the best. I know myself, though, I'm probably going to miss a couple of these as I just focus on open for today. That's my plan.
Yep, I'm with you there. IPDN is holding up very well. I will say that's a nicer look than I was expecting.
Yeah, all these, I don't know what's going on, but definitely for the past week, the sketchy Chinese stocks, they're running really well. They're holding up really well. IPDN's in Chicago, is it? I feel like it is Chicago.
But maybe you're thinking INHD.
I was thinking of INHD. You're right. Okay.
I know. I've been getting those ones confused. Yeah.
Very similar tickers. Yeah. This is the sketchy Chinese one, which again is holding up incredibly well for a sketchy Chinese stock. So yeah, IPDN is American. That makes me more inclined because obviously we squoze yesterday pretty good. Maybe I'll take that trade actually. Over $9, it gets pretty spicy. J-Rad here, some spicy guacamole.
I haven't seen J-Rad, I feel like, in a few days.
Me either.
You might be making some spicy guacamole.
Absolutely.
Bryce, do you still like OPAD more than open? No.
Yeah, I think if OPAD runs, right, first of all, I don't need to be early.
Right.
I'd rather let it start running and then I can hop in later. They've got an ATM, again, that stands for at the market offering. I don't think they've used it based on the chart is holding up very, very well. But if they do use it, it's going to crush the stock. But if open goes, I wouldn't be shocked to see OPAD follow. It probably could run further, but we got that added risk.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like the chart, it's that I don't like the risk that I have to take that trade of just getting dumped onto their ATM. So that's the main reason I'm not a huge fan of it anymore. Not as big of a fan of it.
Someone says, what levels are you looking to hold on open? For me, red green, which is that orange line you guys see on the chart, which is 509. That's pretty much the main level for me. I'd be willing to let it go a little further. $5 is right underneath. And then obviously, if we look at yesterday, it was kind of 480. I would not want to see it go to 480. But in my opinion, as long as we're over 480, it's still worth watching. So yeah, that's my approach. Hopefully we'll get some style dip and rip. Again, this is typically a pretty good trender. Once it picks a direction, it usually trends very well. So if it dips, I'll just let it dip until the dip's done and then look to maybe try to ride the uptrend, avoid any choppy action. That's my plan.
I like it.
The Wick Tickler's got a separate account for his sketchy trades. It's not a bad idea.
No,
and again, they're not. they definitely can be good trades. It's just they're sketchy, So you usually got to be pretty quick with them. Quick in, quick out.
That should be a new finance term. We got FIFO, first in, first out from accounting class. We got Quicko? I don't know.
I have no idea. Don't even get me started.
All right, fine. Open, dipping out of the gates there, holding so far our red to green level. It's good to see.
Yeah. IPDN looks like it's going to try to do it.
I know I hate to just buy a straight up spike on this.
Yeah. But definitely looks like it wants to try.
Lots of selling at 894, the 890s here. And then a big seller there at 9. See if we can break through it. It's definitely trying. It's trying everything it's got.
Yeah, open's dipping, so we'll let it dip. Let's see what this has. SSR still on this one too.
On which one?
IPDN.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
SOGP is going for that $23 too.
IPDN broke through.
Yeah, beauty.
I got a little bit long there at 9. Shog P broke out as well. That I did not get any of.
Yeah, those are two identical trades, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Shog P scooting. This it's AIHS. Very similar to HWH yesterday. We'll see if they can do a repeat of what they did yesterday.
I took some off that IPDN here, 972.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And here comes the halt.
You still got some though, right?
A little bit. Not as much as I should, to be completely honest with you.
IPDN.
Beauty.
Well, I walked through it. I just didn't take it. So I'm glad you took it.
I wish you had taken it so you would have held longer than I did for the more of your size. That was just, we were running straight into $10 and I figured, we'll probably try to be some resistance there. No, just hold up. Yeah.
Open so far doing what I wanted it to do.
Yep.
Went down to red green, held it literally perfectly to the penny.
Yep.
Now I just want to see if we can bottom set a little uptrend and I can ride that thing.
Yeah, you make a really good point with the way that open trends, because it makes it a lot easier to kind of read. Not easier to read, but easier to take a look at it and just kind of have to objectively ask yourself, what is open doing right now? What is it? Like right now, it's obviously just kind of figuring out which direction it wants to go. Although sweet candle there, it just gave back its entire dip and then some in that one rip. I love that. But yeah, it just makes you actually kind of think before getting into that trade.
And it's back. Yeah. So far, I'd say open is a bit of a downtrend, but it's just the same choppy morning action that we've seen a lot.
Yeah.
IPDN, beautiful. What was the other one I was looking at? Oh, AIHS, pretty beautiful as well. Open for me, the trend definitely starts to shift over this 530 area. I don't know if I'm going to buy through that, but I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Gem just a weird turd. I'll throw an alert, but it's got Cayman in the names, sketchy for a reason.
shockingly, it's down $1 a share from open.
Yep. How much we got left here, IPDN? Oh, 3 minutes still.
Yeah, I'd say there's still a couple. Yeah, now it's just a patience game more than anything. Nice, easy, quick trade on IPDN for me, and now just kind of sitting on the hands and ideally waiting for a nice trend reversal on open. I'm also got my eyes on, and I don't love it that much, but SHOG P for breakout continuation. But right now, that dip kind of ruined it for me.
Open. Beautiful. Trying to hold. I think at this point, yeah, I will buy over 530.
I took a little bit of a starter just a second ago there at 522. I don't love the average, but good risk. And again, I think I talked about this not too long ago either. I like when Matt's a way better dip buyer than I am, but I do like the idea of starting in on a dip with a low a day level, and then if it works, as we start like breaking out the actual meaningful levels, adding real size to there.
IHS, man. Or
what is it?
AIHS.
AIHS.
Just straight up too. It's a 2-minute candle, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Very nice. Yeah.
Falls in our sketchy Chinese category.
Yes, it does.
All right. Well, open again. Got a pretty clear trend here. So I want to see that trend start breaking. Meantime, let's see what this IPDN's up to. Double halt.
Double halt. Oh, my Lord. Oh, I wish I sold 0 shares.
Spicy.
Spicy guacamole. Spicy guacamole.
SOG P looks like it failed that high day break there.
Yep.
BTBD definitely dipping, ripping, or trying to. Yeah.
Oh, BTBD, yeah.
Yeah.
Open.
Very nice.
That trend line really doesn't get a whole lot cleaner, does it?
On open?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I want to see a higher high here. And BTBD more highs as well. Good day so far.
Yeah, very good action.
STI death candle. Oh, yeah, halted down. Yeah, that's why I stayed away.
Yuck. Again, it never really, I mean, I shouldn't say never really, it literally never broke out of that range at all. Oh, open, looking close to trying to do it. Break out of that trend.
Once we get over that trend over VWAP, I'm in.
Yeah, I really need to see it break over that 525 area before I get super interested in
Yeah.
And honestly, right now that's looking like a pretty gnarly VWAP rejection candle. So I'll be staying patient here, waiting for a real size.
Just got to pick a direction for me. Obviously, there's the higher lows at the bottom as well. Wouldn't mind a little dip below and then swipe back. I feel like that's a pretty good sign that you trap some people.
If we start recovering through here, start curling around, ooh, that'll look so good.
What does next is going to be telling.
IPDN, what do we have? 2 minutes left or so? Yeah.
Yeah.
A minute and a half.
Pretty good dip and rip like I was looking for.
Yep.
I actually just bought some shares there, 520.
Nice.
But my real buy is going to be I think over 527. Just wanted to get a bit of a starter. Marcel says, do you guys only buy when stocks are trending up, breaking highs? Generally, that's what I try to do, because if the stock's strong, the ideal is it's going to continue to be strong. But really, I'm just looking for any reason that we might trend up. So like in this case, right? We had this series of higher lows. We just dipped below. We swiped back basically instantly. That tells me likely either, people who paper-handed long sold as the lows cracked. Now they got to be forced to buy back, or shorts hit those lows. Now they're underwater. You're playing a game of chess here. But again, I just got my starter size, which is small. I'll cut it if I'm wrong. I'm really looking to buy, again, as we start trending up, which I would call that over this 520, 27, 528 area.
IPDN opened up, hit 1130. Not bad.
Whoa. I would say not bad at all. Quick $2 a share for those ready. Finger on the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Wesley here. All out wow, man, I didn't realize it was up to 5. All out AIHS nailed it, second day in a row. TradeFunder killing it. Thank you guys. Hell yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Awesome. Congratulations. I wish I had the gong.
Trade. Beautiful. Open. Come on, baby. You want to start the uptrend.
I know. Oh, IPDN 12.
Woo! You got any left, Tuohey?
No.
No, yeah, you sold it.
I sold out.
Great trade. Not bad sales at all.
Sold out of the halt at 11 or whatever, 1090.
Open, still holding that downtrend like a champ. Again, this is what I mean. It trends well. We need over that trend line. IPDN. Just beautiful. All right, open. You're testing lows. What do you got for us here? Still holding lows.
Yeah, it's very much so trying to hold up, which is good.
Yeah. Just trend up for me, baby. Man, IHS is just gnarly.
That dude, it hasn't gotten like super swipey. It's just kind of went up and it just walked up to that level.
Yeah, good action so far.
Yeah. Open, really trying to hold that low there, 509, that red green level. But I will say it's feeling a little weaker than I want right now. Not to say that means the trade's ruined for the day or anything, but like I mean, we just officially went red.
Yeah.
You know, we'll keep an eye on it. Really would like to see it try to hold 5 at this point. Maybe a little fake breakdown of sorts.
Would be nice. I think once we break out that downtrend, it's
game on.
Yeah.
Some might even say it could be party time excellent.
Who says that, Wayne?
Party on, Garth. No stairway denied. All right.
He's been waiting for that.
Let's get serious. I got Will laughing. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
William likes Wayne's World. Oh.
All right, open. While you figure out which way you want to go, IPDN, beauty.
Yeah,
I would honestly be selling if I bought at 9, but definitely looks like it's trying to go higher.
Yeah.
IHS, I mean, this is just a big move. It's lately we've just seen stocks go straight up though, so don't sleep on it. Open held red green again. Won't surprise me to see it tap this trend line, but we got to get above it. Yeah, I think STI definitely, or STI definitely dead. This BTBT is trading hard, so I'm going to stay away.
Open.
IHD, no volume.
By the way, kind of doing exactly what we were looking for there. That fake break. Well, not exactly. It did go red, but like barely went red. Fake breakdown, trapping shorts, getting longs to sell out that position. As a matter of fact, I could be crazy, but I believe it did the same exact thing before it had that crazy run up to 5.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that was the day. Where it literally fake breakdown came back, and honestly, this time I feel like holding the fake breakdown is a little bit scarier the other day. This like it only broke by a couple of cents.
I dig it. Once we get over that trend, baby.
Off the races.
I can't say this ticker right. AIHS monster. Is live in the now a quote from Wayne's World?
It's live in the now.
Oh, live in the now. Technically, I wasn't wrong.
Come on, man. Live in the now.
There we go.
Hey, Garth, does it smell like bacon in here? Yes, Wayne. It definitely smells like a pork product of some kind. Actually, I think it was the other way around. I think Garth said that, then Wayne responded. Oh.
Open back to the trend line, like I said. Now, let's see. I need to break above the trend line. I probably won't buy the break of the trend, but because VWAP's right above it. But to me, that'll tell me the trend definitely has at least shifted.
You know, an IPDN too. Yeah, IPDN here kind of consolidating a little bit. I call it like a
mini. Look at this, dude.
Oh my gosh.
The ticker that can't be named because I can't speak, but beauty.
Just about $6. Holy smokes.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah. We're going to live in the now without Matt. Nice trade, Tides. Chris said, how many screens do you guys use? I've got 2 laptops right now. So I've got one laptop to look at the charts on, then one laptop to take the trades on. Normally, though, I've got 3 monitors normally when I'm back at home. But honestly, like I've learned very quickly, I really don't need that much. That's definitely more than I need. So I think this 2 is a pretty good, oh boy, open. Well, I got 0 shares of that.
Open. Well, I got my starter. Trend broke.
That's
on this thing.
That's crazy. No, I didn't, dude. It just kind of went from 523 to 530 in the snap of a finger. That was tough. I'm gonna try to see if I can get someone to dip here to like 530. There we go.
And our other stock is halted up, huh?
Oh my gosh. AIHS. I don't know why you struggle with that one so bad, Monaco.
I think it's the AI. I don't know. When I say it fast, I just say it wrong.
H.
Open. Now keep this trend going. Hot damn. Definitely trap some shorts. That is a squeeze candle for sure. Broke lows, broke red, green, squeeze. Now we just got to see how the next ones keep dipping. Hopefully we set a nice trend to the upside here. Checking to see if there's anything else. STI just die, huh?
Did it? What did it go down to?
640s now.
Oof. All right, open. I like that. There's a nice little dip there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it holds that dip.
I agree. I mean, there's VWAP. Honestly, the trend line that it would have to retest is all the way at like 518. Basically, if it gets back to 512, for me, it's, yeah, I think I just bail on the idea and move on with my life.
Yep. IPDN breaking down here.
Yeah, we got our beautiful move.
Our one big
nail the trade, nail the move on with life, right?
Yeah.
How much time we got? 2 minutes still on that one, huh?
On AIHS.
All right. Well, while Open does its thing, let's jump over here, talk about TradeFunder. Tuohey usually starts, so I feel like I'll start. And then
I was going to say, I don't mind starting if you want.
Yeah. I'll grab the link too. TradeFunder is the reason we are here. All right. So, well, I put the link in the chat. All right. What is TradeFunder? Here, in order to trade with a broker, well, in order to trade, you need a broker. Let's put it that way. English is tough. You need to go out there. You need a broker. And most people struggle with small accounts. They have to deal with that annoying pattern day trader rule. And forever, that was the only thing you could do. There really was no other option out there. TradeFunder is changing the game because they allow anyone, you, to get started with a brand new funded trading account, which will then allow you to get started with better trades, bigger trades. What they do is they get you over the pattern day trader rule. Now, they're their own broker, they're their own platform, and they've partnered with T3, which is one of the largest prop firms in America, to make this happen. And using that link, what you can do is you can go over and you can sign up with a TradeFunder account, which, as I said, would help you jumpstart your trading. I know several people here in the chats have been talking about TradeFunder. Who was it? Was it Wes earlier? Had the 2 days in a row with TradeFunder, great wins. That's what we love to see, and that's what it's for. When you go over here, you use this link, you'll see that you can sign up with a TradeFunder account for $800. Now, the way I think about it is you're going and you're funding your brokerage account. So if you've got $2,000 in Robinhood, let's say, instead, you can go and you can put $800 in TradeFunder, and you get a lot more benefits for that. So you get an account that has $25,000 in it. You then also get $100,000 worth of buying power. Now, that money's not like yours. Like, you can't just take 25 grand and say peace. It's sitting there in your TradeFunder, in your brokerage account. It's there for you to be able to trade with. All right. Now, with that, obviously you only put in $800. So they're not going to let you go over there and just blow up one of these trading accounts. What they're going to do is they're going to put some risk management in place with a daily loss and then also a max drawdown before they officially shut down your account. Now, these are there to obviously protect them, but also to hopefully protect you as well. The daily loss is if in one single day you lose more than $1,000, you get a little timeouts, come back, try again. You might already be saying, well, Matt, how does that make sense? I only put in $800. How do they let me lose $1,000? Well, they actually let you lose up to $3,750 before they shut down your account. They're going to give you a little bit of a buffer to help you with your trades. And the reason they're doing that is they understand that maybe you get started with a bad trade here or a bad trade there. But what this allows them to do is find the successful traders. The successful traders then go and continue to see success, continue to size up. And since they're funding you, the question might be how they make money. Well, they get a profit split, right? Which I think is more than fair. It's a small tax to pay to then have a very large brokerage account. And what that is 80-20 in your favor. So it's also a fantastic profit split in your favor because of that. And, well, in my opinion, it just changes the game here. Most people have not been able to get started with these accounts. And today, thanks to this partnership with StockTrade, if you use that link, you do get a massive discount down to $800 where you can now start trading like a real trader. So I want everyone to go click the link. There's a lot of Q&A on this page, a lot of stuff that can help you out. And I want you to go review it. If you got any questions, we do have a couple minutes left. We can answer some of those questions, but I'm excited. Bryce, got anything to add to that?
Yeah, Marvelous says we're in the middle of a trade. Let's talk about TradeFunder. Really? Yes,
Marvelous,
really.
in case you're curious, you're here for free, so You're welcome. How about that?
I was going to say, I'm sorry for interrupting the free live stream that TradeFunder helps put on. So, Marvelous, you're anyways. Actually a good question there. Again, all questions are good questions. Some are just bad, but can we paper trade? Do you like that? Can we paper trade on TradeFunder? I want to practice before I risk someone else's money. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe there is an option to do that on TradeFunder.
Yeah, I believe there is as well. I would also say too, like, just because you have this big account, you don't have to go trade big. Like,
right.
I would say even better than paper trading, trade with like one share, right? Practice with one share. Like, what's the most you're going to win or lose? Probably $1 or $2, right? So you're not obviously going to make money. You're not really going to lose money, but it gives you the practice of consistently going over there, going through the motions, learning how to do that. And yeah, you can just trade with one share on TradeFunder. And I think that's the best of both worlds.
I just to add to that for a second here, I actually think that's more effective than paper trading. Is trading with, real money, but one share at a time, 2 shares at a time, whatever you want. Because then when you're ready to start going and taking some real size, then all you have to do is add a 0. You're already used to clicking the real buttons, using real money. So I'm personally a huge fan of that.
Agreed. Erwin says TradeFunder is the one. Yeah, Bryce and I probably say this every day, so you're probably sick of us saying it. But if I had to go and fully start over, I did not have, like, if I go back in time 7 years ago when I was trading below the pattern day trader rule and this existed, there's not a question in my mind that I would have tried this. At the very least, tried it. Obviously, I would hope to have success with it, but it allows you to be a real trader. You don't have to deal with all the pattern day trader loopholes, and you can just focus on trading. To be honest, what I would do is I would get started with that account. I know I put $800 in. I'd take it super seriously for several weeks until I made my money back. Then I would draw my $800, and it's, I don't want to say risk-free, but yeah, it's basically risk-free. You've got your $800 back. You still have that account. You still have the money and funds. So it's house's money. It definitely takes the stress out of trading.
Marvelous. I accept your apology. 100%.
Yeah, we cracked down hard on Marvelous.
Yeah, I know that.
You're good, man. No bad blood here. Someone says, if you lose the money, how do you go about paying it back? Bryce, do you want to cover this one?
So if you lose money, how do you go about paying it back? Oh, yeah. I mean, okay, listen. General misconception here. And this is funny. My friend is camping with me, and he was like, he was asking me about TradeFunder after yesterday. He's like, that sounds really cool. And I was like, well, yeah, but one of like the coolest parts about it is honestly that if you're a trader, you put in $800, your $800 plus your $99 platform fee, that is your max risk. They're not going to come to you and say, you owe us money. No. It's $800 for them. They can lose up to $2,950 of their own dollars. Because remember, right? They're not going to let you blow up the $25,000 account. They will shut it off at $3,750 drawdown, max drawdown, minus your $800. That's $2,950. You don't pay it back. They're just going to shut down your account. Now, if you lose, say $500, right? And then you just make it back by taking good trades. That really, you lose $500 of their money. Same way if you lost $500 of your own account, you're going to make it back by making good trades and making it back. But yeah, no, I think that's a really cool aspect of it is they're the ones who are financially responsible for the losses. But anyways, we get that a lot. Hold on. This is Zen Trader says the $3,700 you can lose. Does that reset? Or if you build an account to $50,000, does it move up? Then your max loss is 58. No. Am I doing that math right, Matt? 58,700.
Yeah, basically that's your max drawdown loss is the way to say it. So any profit you have in the account, you have to lose all that profit first and then lose that much money. So if you have $10,000 of profit in the account, then you have to lose that 10,000 plus your 3,750. Yes. So you got to lose all that. Yeah. So they don't penalize you for making money, obviously. Go ahead.
Larry says, I don't understand the $100,000 in buying power. Please explain. Yeah. So, okay. You get a $25,000 account, right? Account value, but with margin, that's up to $100,000. Now, the only thing that's weird about that, not weird, but like you can't put that whole $100,000 into one trade. So you can take, if you just had a $25,000 account with no margin, you could put up to $25,000 in one trade. With TradeFunder, you're getting $100,000 in margin, so you can put $25,000 in up to 4 trades. Again, it's just a margin thing, really, at the end of the day.
Yes, there's a couple of people asking about like setup and just basic like account setup, platform setup, training videos. TradeFunder does have all of that, and once you sign up, you get access to all of that. They're in a bunch of different languages if you want. Obviously, most of us, I think, speak English, so they have the English versions. Go watch them. Great tutorial videos, and also their support is A+. So if you ever have any issues, just reach out to them. They get back to you very quickly. Christopher says, what's the worst case scenario for getting a TradeFunder account? I guess worst case scenario is you put in $800 and then you lose your 37.50, and then you get shut down. So I guess worst case is you lose $800, which, you know, you can do very easily in a normal brokerage account anyways, without all the additional benefits. I will say too, and we had this question yesterday, you can open multiple TradeFunder accounts. You can open multiple at once if you want, or maybe you have one, you know, you struggle a little bit, you hit the loss, you open up a second one. You can definitely do that.
Yep.
Yeah, so Rick, follow up on the profit. If I make $10,000, I take out the $10,000, then I'm back to the, yeah, so it's this number, 37.50. The answer is yes to that. So, you know, if you take out any of the profit, then yeah, it just readjusts. So it's based on that. So that's part of the game. You can decide, hey, I want a bigger buffer, or hey, I want to pull my money out. There's not really a wrong answer there. It's kind of preference.
Yep.
Chris says I waste $800 on worse things. Yeah,
you and me
both.
Done
that, man.
Hey, you and me both. What is the link to join? Says HC.
Yeah, that person's on Twitter.
Oh, I see.
So okay. I don't think the link when I post in the chat posts on Twitter or X. So hop over to Stock Trade's YouTube. You should see that link. You can then sign up with that link. Open run, baby. Keep going.
Baby.
I was going to end on that. As always, we're going to end with our top watches here for the rest of the day. Obviously, mine is going to be open.
No.
Open is looking sexy. Finer than Bryce.
Well, that's not hard to do. I don't know if that's a compliment to open.
Yeah, open's the main watch. Look, I still want to risk lows, but if we start going like 550, I'll probably move my risk up to this 520 level, which is my average currently, 520. And then I'll just let it ride. I think that this definitely could go to 550, $6 if it starts getting spicy. But again, it trends. So follow the trends. Once the trends start to exhaust, here's a great example from yesterday, right? We started going sideways for an hour. The trend exhausted, we pulled back. That's normal. It's natural. It's not going to go straight up. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. Tuohey, anything to add?
No. I mean, that I think that exact plan, 550s to, I think for me personally, even now I'm being a little less aggressive. I think I'd be very happy with like 560s. Because now the risk is just so tight. I have a slightly worse average than Matt. I've got a 527 average. But I mean, the risk is like at 521 at this point. If it goes under 521, it breaks that low. I don't think I want to be in it personally. So I'm keeping the risk tight, and the reward, I don't need that much out of it. I think we're probably going to run into a bit of resistance around the 550s. So if we can push into the 560s, or, you know what, honestly, I mean, kind of going back to what you said, it almost feels like this is one where if that uptrend continues, stay in until the trend breaks. Maybe almost no need to even look for a profit target, really just wait for trend break. So anyway, open for sure. My plan though.
Yeah, I'll post that link one more time here today for TradeFunder. Go click it. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.